welcome back to TGTV, and more specifically, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the beautiful Ascot racecourse. Today I'm back with Historics Auctions ahead of their auction on the 12th of March. That is this weekend. I'm here in my Turbo S here, and I'm coming to have a little look around at some very exciting lots. There's around 170 cars here coming up for auction this weekend, and those cars are actually available to come and view before the auction, so I'll leave all details to that below. So we're going to have a little look around. I'm going to be seeing what is tempting me into having a little bid this weekend, because I've been very, very tempted before, including on an Alfa Romeo, which I just missed out on a little while back. Many of you remember that video. Very, very cool piece of kit. So let's go along, and if you're really unlucky, and if she's really unlucky, we will bump into Vicky Butler Henderson, whom I've actually just been filming a podcast with, which will be live on the Historics channels very, very soon. I've arrived today in my Turbo S, resplendent. I parked it here, even though I don't think I'm necessarily allowed to, but I just plonked it here. All the lots are here around us, and they are inside as well, so we'll pop inside in a second. But actually, where I've parked is quite a good place to start, because there is a Carrera 2, bonnet's just been opened, they've just been opening, getting something out of there. There's a Carrera 2 here with the Turbo / C4S wheels in it. Really nice piece of kit. And you'll see on most of these cars, actually at the top right hand corner of the windscreen up there, that is their lot number. So if anything tickles your pickle, make sure you go and hit the Historics website, because there's a huge amount of detail. All of these cars on their site ahead of the auction, so you can come down and know exactly what you're bidding on. We've got some Jags here. These actually, I've got a very soft spot for these. This is the supercharged variant, and you can tell the supercharged variant because it's got the red badge on the front there. I absolutely love these. These are looking better and better with age. They're looking timeless, and this has actually got the champagne wheels from stock there with the big fat brakes. Bit of wood inside. That is a hell of a car. And centre lock wheels as well. That is a hell of a piece of kit. XKR, love these. The noise these make, absolutely insane, love these. Anyway, some more Jags here. That is salubrious. That is actually the same colour as my Murcielago, give or take. That! I don't know if you can see that in there, but that is dark brown in there. Machined billet aluminium all over the dash. That is insane. I'm so lucky I don't have more money, because if I did, I'd just be buying loads of insane pieces of kit. So, GTCs. I'm getting distracted before trying to show you the main event. We've got a 456 here that's just arrived. That's currently awaiting prep. Very, very cool. Love the 456. The precursor to the FF, really. 4-seater Ferrari, V12. Love it. Very rare Maserati there. If you're in the market for something along the lines of your big boy Benzes, to coin the term, there are plenty in this auction. V12, long wheelbase. That, almost dictator spec, that one. Unreal. And from the previous era here. Come with me then, come with me. That is so cool. I remember pointing one of these out actually in a previous video. I think I was at List of Cars. These are great news. Remember you heard it first? These are unbelievable. SL, Mercedes SL. There isn't a generation of Mercedes SL that isn't going to do well in the future. They're all absolutely stunning, but particularly this generation here. The bulletproof era, unreal. Anyway, I've seen this. Please excuse that, I'm here before the whole auction opens up to the public, so there's still a load of work going on. I'll come around here. This then, ladies and gentlemen, is a Fiat 238 van from 1980, and the eagle-eyed ones amongst you would have spotted that it's got Lamborghini livery on the side. Now, before anyone jokes, yes, I probably should bid on this and have it as a support vehicle for my Murcielago, because undoubtedly the Murcielago is going to ruin my life. But how cool would that be? Being a support van for the Murcielago. That is ridiculous. So, so cool. It's only covered 34,000 miles on the odometer as a 1980s car. I think the reserve on this is about 25 grand, but how cool would that be? Having that following the Murcielago around everywhere. Chaos. I think it's got a 1.4 odd litre engine in it. It runs very well. All the details are on the historic site. It looks to have been fully restored as well. Very nice. It's lot number 121. All the details are on the historic site, so go and check that out. I may well have a flutter on that. That is absolute chaos. Maybe have a little coffee machine in the back of it, something like that. Wow. Come with me then, let's head in. This in the doorway then. No, Nobody's forgotten to clean this. This then, ladies and gentlemen, is a 1980s classic Range Rover that has had a convertible conversion by a company called Wood and Pickett. It presents actually in its current barn find condition, and the work, it's got signs on it telling people to leave the dirt on it. This is literally as it was found. It was dry stored, and this is how it was found. It's got 93,000 miles on the odometer, and this would be prime for a restoration. It does run. It is in running condition, but these classic Range Rovers are getting harder and harder to find, and particularly in this convertible spec. That, driving around London in the summer, fully converted, fully restored, I mean, that is absolutely brilliant. So if anyone fancies a very, very cool project, and I'm told as well, the metalwork and the conversion that's been done to the convertible on here is of a very high standard from Wood and Pickett. Let's go in anyway, see what we've got in here. See if we can find Vicky, disturb her. She's doing some filming. Where is she? Can't see her there. Right, get spicy in here. We've got a 575, we've got a 550 Speedster type vibe. All info, lot 158. Historics website's actually really good. You can just put the lot number in and it'll tell you all you need to know. That is mega. Insane. Love, love, love that. We've got another room full of cars here. We've got a 944. We've got a Carrera 4S cab, lot number 223. Very, very cool. And it is a manual as well, with a very rare body-coloured central tunnel there. And you've got the infotainment upgraded as well, and body colour around the dash there as well. Very, very nice indeed. C4S cab. That wide body just suits the cab so, so well. Love it. Let's go back in here then. Back into the warmth. 575. Love, love, love those. That is potential TG mobile. Fully restored camper van here. I mean, I can see Chris and Connie in this, to be honest with you. Enjoying their summer holidays. Very cool. Completely restored. That's literally like brand new, that thing. That's lot number 146. Got a 993 cab here again. Very, very cool. And I was eyeing this up earlier. It has got a manual gearbox. Grey leather, dark blue steering wheel, blue door cards. Big fan of that. Base Carrera 993 cab in a manual. Inarguable. That is lot number 180. Do excuse the detritus and the bits and bobs around the place. As I say, I've literally just turned up when they're sort of getting this place together. I do apologise for not pointing everything out. We've actually here got a Brabham Formula 2 car from the 70s. So this, I've been told, has raced, does race, and actually has racing papers valid up until 2030. So you can actually just get this and actually race at like Monaco Classic with this very car. And I'm told it's competitive as well. It's a very good car. I mean, that is complete havoc. I'm not quite into the money league of buying historic racing cars, but if I was, I'd buy that. That's the original livery as well. We've got a wonderful old Lancia racing car here as well. Again, all the details of this are on the historic site. You literally just punch in 154 into the little lot finder and it'll pull this up. For those interested though, that is a Lancia D24 Replica, and again, full details 154. This is absolutely stonking. This is from an era where Astons were just so cool. Not that they're not cool now, but I think this era really had it. Manual box. It's the first thing I look at in cars, particularly kind of the modern classics. That paintwork, I don't know if you can pick it up, but the spark on depth in that paintwork is unreal. I love these. The row presence on this, it's enormous. Now there is good reason for that paintwork looking so good and the condition being so good. This car has covered less than 17,000 miles, 17. It is of course an Aston Martin V8 Coupe. And I challenge you to find another one that's done as few miles and presents as well as this. That is unbelievable. The estimate on this car is 80 to 110,000, but I suspect if there's a couple of people in the room looking for one of these, it might go higher than that because you just won't find another. There are more cars here. This is where the main bidding is going to get done. And if you want to come and check out these cars, you can come down prior to the auction, on days preceding the auction, to come and check the place out. But this is where it's all going to happen. You're going to have Vicky actually up here doing the auctioneering. and the bidding is going to happen here. And of course you can bid online as well on the site. I've just strolled past some cars which I'm sure people will tell me off about. We're going to come up here. Actually, this Alpine through here, we've got an Alpine A310 Gt. I actually drove this on the Historics YouTube channel the other day, so if you want to go and see that video of me driving this very car, that is on the Historics channel. Go for a little drive around, a little chat, and meet up with Sarah Crabtree as well from Bangers and Cash. Now I've spotted something here which I've spoken about on the podcast, which you'll hear very soon on the Historics channels. This, many of you will know by now that I have a Lister on my channel. I am now driving a Lister day to day, a modern iteration of the Lister. This, however, is the Lister that many of you at home will remember Lister for. This is a particularly rare variant because it is a saloon, not the XJS sports car variant that many of you will actually kind of remember. And Listers are kind of best known for, if you like. This is a serious vehicle. It is a V12. It was delivered new to the owner of Newcastle United, and it is a manual as well. Serious car. And Lister's just such a cool brand. I've gone into the history on my collection video of my very own Lister, but I actually sent a picture of this to Lawrence, who owns Lister cars, and I said, oh, look at this, they've got one in the auction. And he actually said, I know that car. So what Lister did, they actually took the XJ12 and they did a comprehensive upgrade program in it, comprising of engine upgrades, brake upgrades, wheel upgrades, suspension upgrades, all at huge expense. The engine upgrade alone costing around £30,000. The entire spec and upgrade list is available on lot number 199 on the site. But this particular car presents so nicely because, again, like the Aston that I just showed you, it has covered less than 17,000 miles. This is a true time warp piece of kit. It's so cool. And no, I'm not going to bid on it. I've completely run out of money. No more cars for the time being. But I would absolutely love to have one of these. That is just mega, absolutely mega. Anyway, stop drooling over that pagoda. We've also got a 912 here. I'm actually going to be covering this car in depth on the Historics YouTube channel. I'm going to be going around this car in full depth, but it is a 912. You know I like 912s, and this one is a very nice example, and probably where I should have started my 912 journey. I should have bought a car like this instead of buying the wreck that I did. And I'll also be covering on the Historics channel this Cosworth as well. So I'm not going to go into too much detail here. You've got to go and check that out on the channel, but that is lot number 217. I mean, say no more. RS500 Cosy. Unreal. Haven't actually filmed that section yet, so I'm excited to kind of get to grips with that car. Very cool. Lenny, if you're watching, that's a bit of you, mate. Coming through, then there are cars literally everywhere. Even if you've got an Iron 1 car, come down, check it out, but make sure you also have a walk around as well. We've actually got an AC Cobra Coupe. For argument's sake, I'm going to call it an AC Cobra Coupe, and you really must actually read up on this one. There's far too much history and too much that's gone into this car to actually fully get across in this little clip here. But that is lot number 238, and that is beautiful. And you can tell that's not going to be cheap because it's behind a rope. And the estimate on that car is around £200,000. Something then with a little bit more bang for your buck is this F1 Performance Pack SL55 AMG, and I think these are looking very good. I also think these are looking extraordinary value for money. I remember just being in awe of these. I saw this on Top Gear, and I remember Clarkson got one, and I saw everyone banging on about them, hearing them driving around. They are unreal, and they've kind of gone into that kind of collectible, modern, classic territory now. You don't see as many of them about. They are being locked away now, and this is now available this weekend at the auction. So that is good news. And of course, you've got a metal folding roof. The whole roof comes off, and then when it's on, you've got a metal roof on there, as opposed to a horrible fabric affair that you get on some convertibles. So really nice piece of kit, split wheels, and the F1 Performance Pack, because as you may well remember, these things were the F1 safety car. Such a cool generation. As we come towards the end then of our little tour here, I just want to show you this before I tail off. This then, ladies and gentlemen, is a 1970s Mercedes 280 SE. It is a very desirable right-hand drive V8 configuration. It's only covered 90,000 miles across its entire life, but it has been subjected to an extensive restoration. So therefore, it looks pretty much brand new. Absolutely brand spanking new. And I just love the way the whole side of these things open up like that. So cool. The estimate on this car is around 110,000 pounds, which doesn't strike me as bad value for money, considering restoring one of these things would probably cost you that alone. Very, very nice indeed. Absolutely love that. And that is lot number 181. That then is it from me from Historics Auctions. Hopefully you enjoyed this little auction roundup, and you never know, I may well have a little bid on Saturday. If you're down here on Saturday, I may well see you. If you're down checking out, come and find one of the guys here if you've got any questions, because they're a really, really friendly bunch, and the cars here, as you've seen, are absolutely unbelievable. That was just a snippet of what they've got available, so please do make sure you hit the Historics website and you get searching through all the lots and have a little nose around, because you never know what you might find. Good luck, happy bidding, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Ciao.